All right. So, welcome to the VOD review. This was my game. I'm on Kingdom. I'm Man of Snow, the off tank, and this is versus Immortals on Hanamura. I'm not gonna spoil anything, I guess. By the way, I need to mute comms. All right. I actually am not entirely sure that you guys see this right. Oh, you do. Okay. All right. So, out of the gates, our we basically mostly our strategy was divide and conquer. I'm not going to talk too much about strategy in this VOD. It's going to be more of a look at my mechanics and some of my decision making as a player. At certain points in the video, I might have to discuss what my team is doing, but I'm not going to do that too much. So, there you go. Here I pop a barrier for absolutely no reason. I don't know why I did that. Super honest. I think I saw the fire strike. I was like, yeah, fire strike. Barrier. Okay, we're good. This was like our. Geez, was this our second game of the day? I think it was. Yeah, this was our second game of the day. I'm impressed. No, I think this was our first game of the day. So yeah, I was like not warmed up at all. Anyway. Alright. So we're kind of stabilized. I'm waiting for my team to group up. And right now, I think we're saying, yeah, we're grouped. We can kind of move in. We're Gucci. And I'm going to be moving in at the same time that my team goes in through upper left, being the May wall. Okay. So there, I tossed a barrier on Sherlocky. I knew that he was getting pushed by the May, and I thought it was really important that he got a barrier. Normally you would give your barrier to like a Winston, but in this instance he was taking so much aggro.
It's nice to have a new subscriber. I know you won't flake out on me.
Alright, I totally forgot to turn that off. Flare, thank you for subbing, dude. I'm gonna thank you in depth after the VOD review. Okay, so let's get back on track. Okay, so we're kind of pushing. This Reinhardt's blocking my path. I don't really want to push past him because I don't have a barrier at this point. So yeah, I pop my barrier and it's off. I'm at 70 charges, so I actually am doing a good amount of damage. But I'm just getting blocked by the Reinhardt. I could have probably pushed past him to the left, but I don't know. I didn't think it was the right call. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. In my mind, this Reinhardt was chasing me, and if he's chasing me, he's not dealing with people on point. And Reinhardt's hammer does 75 damage per swing on one target. If he goes on point, maybe he's going to hit a few targets at once, and his damage per second is just going to skyrocket. Like, he could do like 200 damage per second easy. I tossed my second barrier to Connor. He was taking a little bit of hate there. I don't think I got too much energy, but I end up taking Reinhardt down. It was just a matter of him getting flanked, and he couldn't do anything. So ribbon pepperonis basically. I was just kind of playing a waiting game. I give Sherlocky a barrier. I kind of wish I had told him to wait a second before he peeked that angle. So he could have a barrier as he's pushing, and he would have gotten a huge amount of use from the barrier, but whatever. In this instance, you can see my track. Can I slow this down? I don't think I can. My tracking's a little wonky. Like, I'm completely off of Anna right now. My problem here is that I actually push the Anna and walk straight at her. It's best for me to stay at distance. I'm at 400 energy. If this Anna is close to ult, she's going to get it anyway as we re-enter, so it doesn't really matter. If I'm at range, like at medium range, it's easier for her to hit shots, and it's easier for me to hit shots too. So in that regard, I would actually just take the longer fight, just to guarantee that I get my ult charge. It's kind of whatever. Alright, so she goes down. She's a little bit offset, but it doesn't really matter. That McCree's a little bit offset, but it doesn't really matter. By the time we actually get to that next point, the whole enemy team is going to be completely regrouped, and we're going to have to fight them just head on. You can see me flashing my gold damage medal there. That's not going to stay around for too long, but I'm happy that I have it for the moment. Mainly it's because I was shooting at the Reinhardt shield, so I'm not like claiming I'm insane at all. So I'm kind of looking around. I'm deciding that, I kind of want to push point. I think that's the right call. My team wants to go upper right. Okay, that's cool. Oh, right, and then we pause here. So I'm going to have to fast forward this a little bit. I don't know. Okay, sick. I got it just perfectly. So we had a pause on our team. Sherlocky's game like crashed, and it's actually really funny because later in the day we played C9, and Kai trolled our team really hard about pauses or whatever. Okay. So again, we're like going in. I want to fight points. There's a May wall. There's stuff coming down. I have my barriers. I gotta drop the beat. I've got 75% energy. Thank you for following, bro. You what, mate? Is that your name? Hold on. Thank you. I need to turn that stuff off. I'm sorry, guys. This VOD review is gonna sound weird. Anyway, so I pop my barrier when I think that I don't know who that is. Ajax, Lucio. So I want him to stay alive. He at this point in time, McCree can one shot him, so he can't one shot me, I think. And I pop my barrier at the right second. He holds it, and actually he shoots and he hits my barrier. My barrier wasn't properly equipped, so that kind of sucks. I guess I could have put it on. I think best case scenario, it goes on the Genji, because then the Genji can go duel the McCree. I'm not really sure. Let's think about that. So if I can barrier a Genji or a Winston, and we're fighting last, I would probably go for Winston, because I want to build that Winston ult as fast as possible. So if worst comes to worst, we can delay for a super, super long time. I'm at 50 energy. It's not looking too promising for my team. I actually just got hooked by the Roadhog. So I'm kind of running around like a chicken with my head cut off. This Lucio's trying to push me. I ain't having none of it. And I kind of back off. And move around. Our Diva ult is actually going off. I'm sorry, you guys are going to miss some audio cues. I can't have comms on, unfortunately. We just don't want to like publish that stuff. Maybe it's sometime, but for now, that's not going to happen. So this kind of helps clear the point a little, or it doesn't clear the point, but it forces the attention of the enemy team. I get a sick nasty graviton, 3 people, and we get some sick frags. My graviton was pretty well placed. Unfortunately, I go down as I place it, but honestly, I tend to be totally okay with dying when I graviton, provided that the graviton is absolutely disgustingly good. There were a few times today where that happened, and I'm totally okay. I'm a tank. I don't mind if I die. I just want my DPSs to take the cake, basically. So we win the first round with 5.5 minutes to go. Absolutely crazy. It's gonna be very difficult. Like any team, we just rolled them. We completely rolled them, and there's no other way to put it. So any team is gonna have a difficult time coming back from that. Without it, oh god, that's so trippy. I can see my mouse in game, and I can see my mouse on the desktop. That's uncomfortable. I learned how to fast forward. One sec. Nope. Maybe do this. Nope. I don't know how to fast forward. I'm gonna work on that, guys. No worries. Okay. Alright, so we're kind of just chilling on point. We're more or less giving up the choke. We don't really want to deal with that crap right now. I'm marking in some shots. It's useful to do this kind of pre-fight spamming. It'll get you some ult percentage. The supports on the other team will also get some ult percentage, but I don't know. My ult is so worth. I wanna get as often as possible. Okay, so Winston's coming in. I decide to barrier my Winston, my Roadhog, and I barrier myself. And I just want to get tons of energy so I can start melting this Winston. We're all kind of in a big jumble right now, and it's more or less on purpose. I want the Winston to be shooting at as much of my barrier as possible. Winston, I think, technically does 120 DPS to a bubble. Don't quote me on that, but just like by pure logic, I think that's how it's supposed to work. Anyway, I kick off my energy with that. Our Reinhardt decides to charge him off, and that kind of leaves us in sort of a bad position. I would actually rather have a Winston on the point, and you can see my tracking's kind of like not working out so well. I just got pushed. Like we were losing the fight. There's not a whole lot you can do at that point. So whatevs. Okay, 30 average energy. So I swap Winston here. I'm actually really liking swapping to Winston. I think he's a very powerful pick. I'm getting really good with him, and I'm super pleased with like how my skill is coming along. Like I'm definitely moving away from being a one trick, but that's completely irrelevant to the VOD. So here I'm playing more of a flank holder. I'm making sure nothing comes through and harasses my team from distance. Genji is probably the worst culprit of that. I want to note something here. Whenever it's possible as Winston, you want to be kind of lining up multiple enemies into the arc of your Tesla cannon, and you want to be doing as much damage as possible. One really notable application of this is in chokes. Winston can do, I don't even know, 60 times 6? 360 DPS? Winston can do an insane amount of damage. Especially if there's a big graviton. Like, it's disgusting. It's like, Winston's actually deceptively strong. Okay, so this Lucio's trying to duel me, and I'm not having any of it by chance. Chance is actually an insanely good main tank. I'm kind of surprised he's playing support. Alright, so their monkey's kind of getting out. I probably could have gone for him, peeked him, done a little bit of damage, get a little bit of ult charge. In retrospect, I think I was like letting him out. I don't know why I didn't go for him. Like, it's definitely the right call to push that. I had full health. I got shot by the Widow. Oh, okay. Dude, this sucks so much. Okay, so what happened here is our Reinhardt charged their Zarya, and our Reinhardt was really low, and as he charged or pinned the Zarya, their Widow shot him, and I wanted to jump forward and put down my barrier. I was kind of scared of getting headshot. So here's what I should have done. How do I go back in time, man? I could have sworn it was Control Shift left arrow. Nope. All right. So basically, when I see this Widow and I see my Reinhardt charging the Zarya to the right of my screen, I should jump at the choke and do a 180 so that my butt is facing the Widow so I can't get headshot, and then I place my barrier so our Reinhardt can't get shot by the Widow. That would have been the proper play there. I'm going to chalk this up to inexperience on Winston. This is a very good note, like a very good part of a VOD review. So, unfortunately, Reinhardt goes down. They can't push, so we're fine. But it's just something to keep aware. If the enemy team was getting ready to push and we were trying to really offset the Zarya, they'd be down a Zarya, we'd be down a Reinhardt, and overall, I think we'd be off worse, personally speaking. Okay, so we've got 6 minutes left on the timer. We need to burn half a minute before they get to our time. So here we have some people walking through. Their Winston dies our top group, and here I'm kind of just trying to be a nuisance. I do this a lot, so when I'm not playing Zarya, when I'm playing like a 76, a Winston, I tend to just try to be a nuisance. With Winston, I try to dive their supports once the fight is already going more than anything. But in this instance, I'm just kind of doing a little bit of damage on the tanks that are coming through the choke. I can't really hard commit on the Lucio that's in that choke because the Zarya is going to beat me down, so what else? Try as I might, I'm just not able to kill this Genji. I drop my barrier. Hopefully it helps. It kind of does. Here I choose to isolate the Zenyatta. His Discord Orb would just be completely destructive on the point to our Reinhardt, and I think Roadhog. So I bite the bullet. I let him put his Discord. I let him drop shots on me so he can get an ult, just so that my team doesn't have to deal with it, so he can definitely hold the point. And Zenyatta ends up going down. If I had a better jump there, I probably could have knocked the Winston into a corner. and held him in place, but whatevs. I don't know. I got it all right. So here we have a Zarya. Very, very good example of playing the Winston barrier. So here, I don't have a jump quite yet. I drop my barrier so the Zarya can't shoot at me. I've got pretty much full health, and the Zarya is at maybe half health. So my decision moving into this scenario basically is I know that there's a mega health pack in this gazebo to my right, and I want to prevent the Zarya from getting to it. So I don't want to get shot. I want to lose any health going to that. So I'm just waiting until I have my jump. I jump right in front of the door so she can't go to the mega. And this guy is actually really good. He's not some random like SR, 3.5k dude. So he knows like there's a health pack there, but he knows that I'm going to be playing that health pack. So he just doesn't go for it. He tries to just get out. Additionally, if he went for that health pack and I could probably still kill him, he would feed me 300 more health. So it's actually like the best thing for him to do is to just slowly get tasered down, which sucks. But it's kind of the reality of the situation. Sometimes you just gotta die. So I take him down. A Genji pushes me, and that kind of sucks because he chunks me down. And he takes the mega. And at this point, I'm at 170 health. I've got 2 supports making sure that I'm more or less alive. And I've got to jump almost up. So I kind of wait, look around. He's not chasing me. I jump through the window, and I'm getting healed, and I'm safe. So we gotta pick. One sec. No, this cat, go away. All right. Yeah, so we got the pick. That kind of is going to delay the enemy push. I'm peeking out here a little bit. I want to see what the Zarya is up to. I decide to dive her, okay? So I dive this Zarya. The enemy team hasn't hard committed to a push up top, so they're just kind of sitting around there waiting to group. They're waiting for the Zarya, and I go in. I waste my jump going towards the Zarya, and you'll see here in a moment, I should drop my barrier. And the Zarya is already just going straight into me, so there's not a whole lot I can do. I can't like run away and evade her, like move in and out of the bubble. She's just gonna be right on me. And the Lucio is actually speed boosting her, so she can just get a complete like beam on me. And I'm pretty sure I feel like I die. Yeah, I die here. So the reason I die is because I fail my jump. Worst comes to worst, I think I could probably just jump further behind the team. That's kind of risky. Ideally here, I just make the jump. So I'll actually be practicing my Winston jumps. Funny enough as that may sound, it's very important. My main goal with peeking out like this was to get a little bit of ult charge without giving up too much ult charge up for the enemy team. Yeah, and I kind of goofed up. I feed, 500 health, and I go down. And I go down before the enemy team pushes in. And this is considered a really bad move. It's really unfortunate that I did this. Just another little tidbit for me. Another thing to work on. Not getting picked before a fight. It's a really simple thing, but I'm just going to keep it in the back of my mind. Alright. So the enemy team starts pushing in. They haven't really done a whole lot. We decide to drop on point to block them. We don't want them to get any ticks. So I'm coming out. I've got my ult. We're kind of good to go. My team are complete fraggers, okay? I don't actually know what else they were using there, but somehow they defended the point. Like, they've done an amazing job, 5v6. So well done to them. Zarya doesn't have a barrier. I dropped my thing. I don't know. Okay, so the Lucio goes down, and I can't kill a Zarya, and so this was actually really, unfortunately, kind of a bad play. If I knew how to go back in time, let me just double check. So we're at 13:42. Let's go back to like 13:30. All right. So I'm chasing these guys out, and the Zarya is so absolutely low. And this Lucio is low as well. Dang, this really sucks. So my primary thought here is to just jump them. Now, I think I messed up my jump. I don't know how to slow this down at all. Yeah, I definitely jumped too high. So that's another instance where I got to improve my Winston jumps. As soon as this Lucio goes down, I probably should have started backing out. But the Zarya's getting healed by an Ana. I'm getting shot by the Zarya, so I'm feeding her some ult charge. So it's kind of a bad scenario for me to be in. And you'll see I jump back over. Fortunately, I don't sleep, like, I don't know, before I jumped and I just fall off the map. So I managed to stay alive, but we get slept. Wait, what? Wait, what? No. No, dude. That Genji reflected asleep. Was it me? Oh my god. I think that sleep was for me. Oh, okay. All right. That's insane. So I go down to the Zarya. Really unfortunate. I just had a little bit too aggressive of a play. Just, you know, more food for thought. Get better at jumping. Be less aggressive. Play Winston better. Okay. So here we've got a Genji flying around our backline. It's kind of my job to kill him, but I'm not going to be very successful in that endeavor. He's just too fast. And as Winston, I can't do much to him. He goes down. Our Reinhardt gets a hammer on him, and I Tesla him down to the last of his health. Zarya jumps off. She just wanted to sync up with the rest of her team. And so we're in a really good spot. We've held them for, it's kind of like the halfway mark. They cap first with 7.5 minutes to go. So we're feeling great. We've stopped a bunch of pushes so far. I'm really excited. So everyone on the team at this point, by the way, is super hyped. And later on in the game, I'm gonna unmute my comms, and I want you guys to like listen, like how pumped we are. Like we're giving it to a top team. Like these guys are definitely really good. So we're ecstatic. Like overall, really happy with our results today. All right, so this is very common. A lot of Roadhogs, when they're pushing Hanamura last and their team is going to this like balcony kind of area, a lot of Roadhogs will come over to the bridge, I guess I'm gonna call this, and they go to the left of the, I don't know, overlook area, and they're gonna look for a hook. So it's very important that you know, whoever you are, you just remember that there could be a Roadhog coming over to if you're defending, they would be coming from your right and down a little bit. Especially a Reinhardt, you just need to be checking that, making sure you block any hooks. If you do get hooked, you're going to be pulled off of the upper ground area, and you might actually fall to the ground. In that instance, you're kind of out of a fight if the enemy team decides to go upper right. So basically, moral of the story, don't get hooked. So I'm down here. I've got a Winston ult. I know that I could use it for something. They just spent a bunch of ults clearing our team, and they got 2 kills for it. Okay, 2 kills. Now, I see this ulted Reaper, and I see a high energy Zarya, and I definitely do not want to go into there. That is a bad idea. I'm keeping my distance, and I'm just chilling. McCree, high noons. I don't know if he gets anything. I take down a Lucio. I'm just kind of trying to put damage down wherever I can. Rate, I probably should have ulted at some point, you know, mid-swing on this Reinhardt. And I do, actually. I'm a genius. How cool is that, dude? I agree with my own gameplay. That's insane. And at this point, I'm just stalling the point. And I find that it's best, you know, the best way for me to stall a point is to just kind of jump around, not really walk around and do damage. Oh god, this is gonna be ridiculous. I fought agilities for 20 seconds, man. This is insane. Alright, if you guys want me to do the math on this sometime in the future, I will definitely do it. But Winston cannot kill Roadhog. It is not possible. So he drinks up. He's got 300 health. It's going to take me 5 seconds to burn through that. Okay. So I drop my barrier. He misses his hook. He misses his first shot. I'm continuing to do damage. And this guy ults me away. Okay. Goodbye. Have a good day. I hop back in. His ult's done now. Okay. He misses a hook again. He misses a shot again. And he's drinking again, dude. I can't kill this guy. It's insane. I just leave. You know, I'm just done at this point. I jump away. I probably should have stuck around just to hold him in that corner. I was really afraid of him getting a couple of shots on me and killing me. I thought it was better to group up with my team. I think I probably played it right. Grouping with my team isn't such a bad idea. I do miss out on getting an easy kill on the Reinhardt, but I don't mind. So the Reinhardt goes down. Our Tracer's just dumping in damage, and we finally take down the Frankenstein, creation of Dr. Jameson Junkenstein. All right, so here I kind of suspect the enemy team is going to be flanking us hard. I see a tracer. My ideas are validated. Okay, they have somebody who wants to hard flank us. She wants to just tap the point. Maybe she's going to go around to the side, get a tick or something, and that's how the enemy team is just going to get this point. They're just going to get one tick and fight us and die, and they're going to another tick, fight us and die, and then they're gonna have some ults, fight us on point, clean us for just a few seconds, and they're going to get the last tick and cap the point. So I'm sitting here as kind of another flanker. I want to make sure the enemy team can't flank us. So I see this tracer. And this is probably going to come down to a 1v1, and Grim Reality decides to push me. Okay, so this tracer's down like 50 health. It's really just 25, and she motions towards the health pack, and I don't want that to happen at all. So I jump towards the health pack. If I had actually hit my jump, I wouldn't have been standing on top of this door frame, and I would have been able to actually completely block the tracer. She could always blink past me, but she did use a bunch of her blinks to get across the gap. So at best, she has one blink. She can go back in time. I'm not sure if she does or does not. And okay, so he's really low, and he grabs the mini health pack under the bridge, and he's more or less full health. And I decide, you know what, I want to push this guy. I don't want him to get 2 health packs. I know he's going for that health pack too, and I kind of push him away. He kind of just holds D, and the reason he does that is because if he goes to this health pack, he's actually going to lose more health than he gets. Like, he takes this health pack, he's going to get maybe 25 health, but I've got a guaranteed LG on him for like 2 seconds, and I definitely, like, I might not kill him, but I'll get him really low, and I'll force his recall, and he needs to hold on to that recall because he's going to be trying to pressure somebody more important than myself. As a tracer, losing your recall to a Winston is such a bad thing. Like, it just sucks. You really want to be using your recall for like a flashbang. I really don't know. Maybe you get pushed off the map. Like, it's just very low utility to use it that way. If you have to use it though, you have to use it. Right there, I get pushed by this Roadhog as I'm focusing on the tracer, and I get one shot, like completely destroyed, and that really sucks because here I was supposed to ult on point and delay for my team, and I wasn't there. I wasn't able to do that, so it kind of sucks. As you can see, there's 4 people on the point. They got 1 take. There's a minute and change left over in the game, in this round, and I'm at this point. I just like, oh man, it's over. We're done for. They're gonna cap the point for sure. So we get a little bit of a delay going on. Ajax can't delay for too long, unfortunately. We do have a May on point, and he's delaying as best he can. I feel really bad, so I'm trying to get out to point as fast as possible. We actually have a few people on point, so I'm really happy about that. There was a Graviton, so the Zarya launched the Graviton when I was in spawn, and I had no idea where it was, so I just gambled that it was on the left side. Fortunately enough, it was, so I go right side, and I'm able to start blocking the point. You'll see there's only 1 person contesting the point. That's me. I can't get off the point at all. I can't even contest that Ana that's shooting from the balcony. But what I can do is I can use my bubble. I can put it on one of her targets, and then I can start shooting at the target. And that's going to force whoever she's healing to back up and get out of my bubble so she can actually heal them. I do have my ult, so I'm probably going to be popping that at some point and trying to delay the point. So again, just a kind of a classic jumping straight up, knocking somebody around if I can. Like, I want to get that Roadhog out of the way. I got to work on my simple geometry. Got to play some more Hanzo, and I need to be pinballing these guys into the gutter. Okay, actually bowling. Bowling's the right term there, not pinballing. Anyway, knocking them in the moat that's under the bridge in Hanamura's second point is really useful. It does take them a really long time to get back, and it's kind of easy to do once you get the hang of it. I might be playing some Winston and solo queue in the future, by the way. I'm digging them for sure. So I got a nice big hold there. Our Reinhardt comes in. Everybody's looking at me, so he gets a big meaty earth shatter. My team follows up, and we're so far so good. Now I gave Zarya a little bit of energy. I kind of feel bad. I'm at half health. She's at half health, and she goes for a health pack. I think the best possible thing to have happen there. Actually, I let the Zarya get that health pack, and then I still kill her, and that's just gonna give me more ult percentage. So, I'll probably try to exercise more caution in there. Like that would actually be a really smart play if I let her live. She can't get out via the right side. It's gonna, if she does try to get out right side, it's gonna take her maybe like 10 seconds. If she tries to get out through the left side, it's gonna take her kind of like 6-8 seconds. So I know in either instance I've got a lot of time to deal with her. In the future, that's probably how I'm gonna deal with it. I know a lot of you guys actually know me for Zarya gameplay, so if you want to spam in chat, this used to be a Zarya stream. Go right ahead. So the reason I jumped up here is I saw the Tracer going to upper ground, and I decided I wanted to lurk the entrance. What I mean by that is I just wanted to hide out at the entrance. If she decides to push through, I'm here, I can deal with her. My thought is maybe the Tracer wants to go up to this balcony area and then loop all the way around behind my team. I don't really know what she's up to. I just don't want her to get through here for free. So I force her to go through main or the cliffside. I'm just kind of waiting here. I'm wondering maybe she goes around to the left. Maybe she comes to the right. I don't know. There's 8 seconds left. I don't know where she's coming from. I see that Roadhog. And the Tracer, just as I check to see where she is, pops out of nowhere. And I'm tilted. I'm just like, oh my god, dude. I spent 3 seconds waiting for you, and now you pop out of nowhere? Come on, man. So Tracer goes to the point. She taps it so they can get overtime. And I follow up. She recalls, and we win the point. I'm actually going to go back. And I'm going to unmute the comms just so you guys can hear a little bit. Don't tell my team I did this. Kappa. So you'll like it. Oh wait, let's go to just like 30 seconds left. That's when the juicy stuff happens. Hopefully this isn't too loud. All right, here we go.
I'm on Zarya.
Oh god, let's not listen to that guy. I'm going to turn it down a little bit.
Okay, I'm on Zarya. Yeah, I'm on Zarya. Zarya solo. Zarya trying to get out.
My calls are terrible. I'm cringing right now. I'm gonna be quiet. All right, so I'm gonna be quiet for the rest of this. I just want you guys to kind of experience this.
Yes, dude.
Chill, it's not over.
No.
I'm switching back. Make sure we're sticking together still.
They're gonna bleed in. Just wait. We're still down, people. Just wait. We're down 2 players right now.
I can wall them.
Yeah,
let me know where they are. Jesus, let me know.
I just said they're gonna come in. There's no way they don't come in.
They're main and left. Main and top left. Main and top left.
Tracer on point.
Tracer on point. I'm gonna beat when they come in.
Yeah!
All right, so as you guys can tell, we're pretty excited about that. Very happy. Thanks for being here. Thanks for, if you guys are watching our games today, thanks for being there. Thanks for all the support. That'll conclude the VOD review. In case anybody's wondering in chat, I'm going to be doing some solo queue tomorrow. So be there, be square. Cool. Sweet.